Yo, what's good, guys? It's your boy Jay Bizzle, aka Jabron, back at y'all with another video. And today I just wanted to really quickly touch on the topic of raising your vibrations, right? Moreover, raising your vibrations to match that of your desired highest timeline, right? AKA your wildest dreams. All right, so we're in a different generation, right? It's always a generation gap, but the one that's just come between us and our parents and like 30 years before then is probably the biggest differential in generation gap since a long ass time ago, right? And obviously a big reason for that is the factoring in of the internet. You know, you can get literally anything you want off of your freaking iPhone or Android, right? Just whip out your phone, Google, type in whatever you're searching for, and boom, there are your answers, right? Not just one, but a plethora of different avenues you can kind of search through to find, you know, your desired results. So, you know, with that said, now is truly the age of information, the age of opportunity, and really the coming together of all things vibrationally matched, right? So Albert Einstein is most famous for saying it, right? He said, I believe somewhere to the extent of whatever you want to manifest is all energy. So if you can match the frequency of your vibrational being to that of your desired results, right? There is basically no stopping it. You have to have those two vibrations come together. So for me, basically, guys, and I'm not trying to force or shove veganism or plant-based foods down anyone's throat, even though everyone should definitely start eating more plants. Stop with the meat, man. It's all conditioning, y'all. You know, it's really hard to get away from that type of thinking, especially when it's conditioned into our bodies since we were like, you know, little kids, you know, got milk ads, milk does the body good, you know, all this stuff plastered everywhere. It's really hard to get out of that thinking. But again, this isn't to push my thoughts on anyone. This is just to share with y'all my journey and what helped me big time along my journey. And that was switching my diet to a more alkaline, plant-based lifestyle, you know, instead of low vibrating, acidic, dead corpses and liquid meat in the form of dairy. Okay, there's a few great documentaries I suggest you guys watch. Cowspiracy on Netflix and also What the Health. Two really good documentaries. You know, we won't get too deep into this, but check those out. For sure, check those out. All right, so I started eating more vegan, plant-based foods, you know, juicing more. And this is coming from a guy, y'all, whose diet was just like, you know, the typical Pakistani diet, which was, you know, high in carbs, high in, you know, oil, a lot of fried foods, a lot of meat, you know, and dairy mixed into pretty much all types of foods that I was taking in too, right? Cheese, milk, eggs, all that, right? So for me to just write down in my journal one day, I went from writing down there's no way I could go vegan, there's no way I could give up my steaks or my chicken sandwiches, to the very next day I was like, you know what, nope, that's not going to work out too well if I'm already giving up in my mind. So I forced myself to write out, I will give the vegan lifestyle a chance. I think there is some long-term benefits that I can gain from kicking that idea around a bit. And you know what? 3.5 years later, after going back and forth, trying to give up all that meat, dairy, I finally did for good. And I'm telling you, life has never been the same. My vibration started rising instantly, y'all, because we are 3D vessels, right? And our souls are just occupying that for the meantime. So this is not who we are. We are not this flesh meat suit that we walk around in. We are our consciousness, right? We are not our ego. We are not Gibran or Ryan or Claire walking around in this 3D avatar. We are the eternal soul, the limitless soul that is here for a temporary human experience. And the smartest people in the world have said, and I'm kind of on the fence of thinking this too, is that we are somewhat in a simulation, guys. So this is kind of like a video game in a sense, without getting too esoteric and into the metaphysical properties of all this. We are living in a video game. So we might as well power all the way up. And how do you power up? You power up by eating higher vibrational foods. Foods that actually give you life instead of taking life from you, right? There's a big karmic exchange and a difference in eating a sun-kissed orange or avocado or kale or spinach or mushrooms that come from the ground, right? Legumes, rice, instead of going after something that's already been killed, already had so much fear by the time it was getting humanely slaughtered, right? It's still, getting slaughtered with a horrendous sense of fear, and that fear gets transferred as it gets frozen, shipped, preserved, refrozen, thawed out, sprinkled with some salt, and then cooked. You best believe that DNA, that fear DNA, is being transferred all the way right back into your stream. So that's when you embody the fear that you don't know where it's coming from, the mood swings that come back and forth, and you don't know where, they're stemming from. In my experience, I'm telling you, that's where they are stemming from, y'all. So number one, you have to cut out as much meat, dairy, sugar as possible. Start replacing them. Y'all, these days we are blessed to be living in a golden age, a time where you can have a burger or, a sandwich, pretty much whatever you want, you can get it in vegan form, right? That stuff is available. All right, so that being number one, you got to change up your food. Number two, you have to move your body around. You have to move your body around a little bit, even if it's getting out and going for a 10-minute jog or, a 5-minute walk. You just increase it more every single day. We are designed as humans to huff and puff, to have our body circulate this energy, right? To have it work through us instead of just letting all our energy sit there stagnant, no matter how many of these practices you're on. Right now, I'm currently on a spiritual awakening journey. I am on a semen retention journey. I'm on a twin flame journey. I'm on a cleaning up everything journey, detoxing it all out. So, with all these journeys, you can't just hold your semen and expect everything to work out great. You have to circulate that energy you get from all that, extra testosterone that you're preserving, through yoga or some form of meditation or basketball or jogging or running, hiking, getting out in nature, right? So these all go hand in hand, your exercise, your nutrition, your diet, your lifestyle change, your exercise habits, obviously your sleep. You got to make sure you get enough sleep in. And those are just 4 things really quickly right there, guys, that you can do to start instantly raising your vibration and getting it closer to match that of your desired outcome. And just as a honorable mention, I'm going to throw out there patience. You have to have patience, guys. If it was easy, every single person would be doing it. Okay, to clean yourself and purge yourself out of all the lower vibrational, third density bullshit that's been, pretty much stuck within our etheric field since we were young, behaviors, fears that we've taken from our parents, our teachers, our friends that we've spent so much time around, especially as empaths. A lot of us pick up on these subtleties of energies and they just get stuck within us. So we have to do a little bit of the shadow work. We have to do a little bit of the inner work and really let these emotions rise up, face them head on, and let them purge out. And when they do purge and you sit with them, and at the same time you're incorporating these, fruits, vegetables, higher vibrational foods within you, you're running, you're sweating, you're getting in the steam room, right? Fluoride-free water, fluoride-free toothpaste, you're reading, informational books, right? books that give you an idea of how to think, not telling you what to think, right? Once you do all of this together, you start clearing out so much space, and that space helps you move more directly towards, you know, your line of your highest timeline, basically. So yeah, guys, take this information and, you know, basically just apply it. You know, you can watch YouTube videos all day, you could read books all day, but until you take that first step and go to the grocery store and say, okay, today everything's going to be plant-based, or today I'm going into the gym, I'm writing out my workouts, I'm not going to listen to music or use my phone, I'm going to bust out a sweat, and, you know, we'll see where everything goes from there, right? One step in the right direction, y'all, is worth 100 hours of thinking about it or plotting your next move. Everybody's plotting, okay? Not very many people are mobbing. So mob it out, baby. I love you guys. I'll see y'all soon in another episode. Leave me some comments, some feedback, and, you know, let me know y'all's thoughts on my content or anything, you know, y'all can share with me too. Or if y'all would like me to speak on anything, you know, I love the interaction. I love how my subscriber count is growing. Shout out to Monk Mode for helping me out. Man, I love you guys. All these journeys are amazing, and basically we're just trying to live a cleaner, more pious, happy, and awesome life, bro, because that's how life should be lived, man. Love is always greater than fear. Much love. See y'all soon.